Hey there! Okay, so I'm excited to film. I don't know if you saw my last two videos, but this is sort of my new location. It's a little bit different than last time. Like the Alex Nitro unit, which was on my right in my last videos, is like right here. But my lighting was being a little bit weird. So this is how I'm going to film. And don't worry to all you like haters of my just wall background from like my earlier videos before I switch my position. But I will not be permanently staying like this. I plan on trying to like sit on my bed with like my headboard in the background, but I don't have lampshades on my lamps. So it's not the prettiest thing in the world. So we're gonna go with boring over ugly, okay? So today I'm doing my eyebrow routine. I did film this before in my old location. The footage was okay. I found like it was like my camera was being weird. And I never got around to editing it. And now that I'm in my new location, I just want to film here and not even try and play around with my old footage. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. So for a small little history of my brows, I naturally had / have really bushy brows, like unibrow action going on. Like the first time I ever did them, we just like we didn't even wax, we like naired the middle, and so I was left with like bricks, like little blocks on my eyebrows, little big caterpillars, little, more like big. Yeah, so I've eventually tamed them into looking like this, slowly but surely. So I like to get my brows waxed every once in a while. I got them done not that long ago. And then I try and just like upkeep them using my tweezers and my scissors and everything like that. And sorry if I sound weird or I cough a lot, but my throat's been icky. Okay, so I got them waxed not that long ago and I've been just upkeeping them. So I'm going to show you a little bit really fast how I upkeep them. I use these scissors here, which were actually Lisa. She used to live with me. So Lisa, if you're watching this, I still have these scissors. I hope you don't mind. And what happens is my brows tend to get out of place. Like, so if you brush them upwards, you can see that like my hairs just go every which way. They're not that bad right now because I got them waxed not that long ago. So what I do is I brush it up and then I take the scissors and I trim. But they're upkept, so I'm not like plucking them on camera or anything. I use two different kinds of tweezers. Now these ones here I hated when I first got them, but they are the La Crosse Premiere, I don't know, anyways it's in French, tweezers, and these are very, very pointy, and that's why I hated them at first, because they're good for grabbing precise, oh, it just got bright outside. Anyways, okay, they're really good at grabbing really, really precise hairs, but not good for grabbing like bunches. So if you're doing the middle, I tend to go with these just standard Revlon ones. I like them better for grabbing a bunch of little furry things in the middle, and these for really defining the arch. So the product that I use to fill in my brows is the e.l.f. Brow Kit, and I'm using it in dark. Previously I was using the medium, but I feel like it's a little bit too red. Like when you compare it to the dark one, which we're going to fiddle with and open. The upper one is the medium, and then this is the dark. I don't know if you can tell, but the medium is just a little bit redder and warmer, and I have more cooler dark brows. So yes, so I'm using this kit, and I'm not currently using the brush that comes with it, although I used to for the other kit. I'm going to be using the Sephora Professional Angle Liner Brush number 22. And the brow gel that I'm going to be using is the Lash and Brow Gel Mascara from Essence. So it just got bright again. We're going to get started. I'm going to zoom in for you. Okay, so I'm nice and up close and personal. I'm going to be filling in this brow on camera because it's the one that needs a little bit more construction. And then I'll do this one and then show you the final result. So I'm taking my angle liner brush from Sephora number 22, like I said, and I'm going to dip it into the waxy side, which is the darker side of the brow kit, and I am using my viewfinder, sorry guys if like I'm not looking at you. So I'm going to take it from the waxy side and I'm going to dip it in there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to like align right here because I feel like it gets very sparse and I like to have very structured brows, well, very fairly structured brows. So I'm going to just line right here. And it might look a little harsh to begin with, but I brushed it out. So if you can see, I did like a line. And now I'm going to take it, I'm going to fill in the ends because I have less hair here than I would like that. And I'm going to help create my arch up here. And then come in and do the top part. Bring it to where I arched. So that's what I tend to do with the wax. And now I'm going to take the little e.l.f. spoolie and I'm going to brush it up. And I'm sort of making the wax blend in with my actual brows. And now after doing that, I see that I need a little bit more work. I'm going to take the wax part again and line it. And now I'm going to take the powder part, so it's this one right here, and dip it in and then fill in sort of like the middle part of my brows and just run it through. And then I'm going to take it and putting it upwards, I'm going to go like this, working it out. So it's not just a straight harsh line. And then brush it. And then I'm going to go ahead with my Essence Brow Gel, which is kind of dirty looking, and just run it through. And then brush that out. So that is my done brow compared to my not done brow. So you can see I tend to be a little sparse right here, and when you compare it to this one, it looks a lot more done. And then my ends are kind of sparse, and I try and make my arch a little bit more defined by filling it in up there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill in this brow, and then I'll talk to you in a moment. Okay, so these are my brows filled in, and you can see there is quite a difference. Some days I fill them in more than others. It depends on the look I'm going for. This is my average. Sometimes I'll fill them in even more if I'm doing like a heavy eye or maybe a darker lip. And my lighting, I don't know if you see it, but I look like the color peach right now. So yes, and sometimes I don't fill them in as much. It just really depends on what I'm doing. But I do like to fill in my brows even though I mean, they're there. They're not non-existent. I really like to fill them in because I feel like it changes a lot, like the look. And as for a quick little review of the products I use, I love the e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit. I think that I'll use it forever. The Essence Lash and Brow Gel, it's a good standard brow gel. I kind of want to try the Anastasia one, but it's like expensive, so I don't know. I just use standard e.l.f. spoolie. You can just steal a few spoolies from Sephora that's used for like mascara and you're good. My brush that I use, it's the best best brush I've ever used for my brows. It's just really precise and it's easy getting the line that I want to get. So yeah, these are my eyebrows, guys. I hope you like them, and thanks for continuing to watch my videos.